the stories to end all stars, and when the actual title story is the path to destiny. But I decided to put stories of end all stars. So let's just get into it.
Enemy.
Once upon a time, the infamous rover Reynardo plundered the floating isles. Then,
So my live stream, guys, you know I'm way more better.
Swear to
Hey,
me
what are you playing again?
that you won't die on the gallows, she rasped. Reluctantly, he swore. And he whiled away his days at home with music, cards, and wine. But the Emperor had changed. He'd been good once, a shy, almost humble toad. He'd built universities. Then people started whispering about mass graves in the woods. Midnight rituals. Victims screaming. The Imperial Ravens would round up entire villages.
What? Sorry, what?
You're really silent. You're really silent.
Oh, it's because I'm listening to the story.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Librarians had hidden the books, so they'd burnt the librarians. The citizens, outraged, had driven them off. The Ravens had come back with dropships. The kid had fled with one of those books. He was brave and dumb and wanted to join the rebellion. And Reynardo had promised his mother he'd protect him.
So this is the reason why I started playing this game. This game is like a storybook. You have so many different pathways you can do, and then it can lead to something cool. So there's each in different stories.
Until dawn? Until dawn?
Not really, not to the extent, because Until Dawn you can do like an action, but it really doesn't fit the story that much. That's when you can change the course away. Like let's say you're going straight down like the evil path. And then there's certain bumps in the story where you can change yourself and go good and become good and like avoid everything.
Oh, okay.
And become good or become bad and kill everyone, or it's like pretty cool.
Watching his city burn. Sorry, kid. Reynardo told the kid.
So fucking high.
Look, if we give them the book, they'll leave you alone. My mother died for this book.
This Minecraft
her
update
protect
really
you.
himself.
Oh, damn it. The kid had run off. With the book, of course. So Reynardo had to run after him. The two Ravens were staring at the kid like he was their dinner, which probably was what was in their tiny brains. Hey, Reynardo said. They cocked their heads at him. Pick on someone as ugly as you. Wait, that didn't come out right. For the Emperor! The Ravens cawed and rushed at him.
No.
That's sick as fuck. Oh, I know what that is.
A dropship flew overhead. He hoped they hadn't noticed him. The kid.
Just like
Whee!
a cow. Underwater temple. Parking night vision.
The Gate of Heroes. Someone's idea of a joke, making the Skyship Docks a gated community. You needed a hero's sword to open it. And the kid was on the other side of the gate.
Drinking.
Let you through. Promise me you'll take the book to the rebels. Or I'm gonna steal your ship. I'm not taking that damn book anywhere. And neither are you. Try and stop me, laughed the kid. I bet you don't even have a hero's sword. And with that, the kid hopped away. Had to hand it to the kid. He was an idiot, but he had guts. Where was Reynardo going to get a hero sword? Or And wind essence? Perfect.
Scary.
A hero sword. QED.
So his regular sword that he uses
What
now
about
become.
settling down and finding people to care about. The kid's mum had been a swell cook, and she'd laughed at Renado's jokes, even when he didn't know he'd made one. And then the ravens had come to burn her. And she
Yo,
made
what
him promise to protect the kid. But she never told him where the book was. Just the kid. He came up to a ledge. It was too far to jump. There'd been a bridge here before, hadn't there? And there was Peter, giggling at him. How'd you get across? He asked the kid. Where'd you find a hook? I hopped, said the kid. Wise-ass kid. Hey, look out behind you. Cute, said Renato.
Oh my god, it's like a village
Ravens.
underwater.
Playing this story game.
It was time to talk some sense into the kid. Just hook his way across the ledge and chase the kid down. Thing was, he hadn't used his hook since he'd retired. How had he done it? Maybe if he meditated.
Wait, isn't it a village
at that
underwater?
altar
Which
there,
one it is?
he'd remember his old skills.
Skill trees. The more trees you discover, the more Cheerios you'll unlock. Skill info here, so you can find the description of each skill and unlock its requirement. No skill points to spend, you go buy a hookshot skill.
It was starting to come back to him. Something you never.
To be hooked, in order to get across, you gotta press triangle to hook or pull your enemies towards it.
The
Oh.
more he fought, the more he'd probably remember. And there was the Farfarer.
Why this fucking update so goddamn dope as fuck?
Do the Kester run in 12 furlongs? Oh, so the salesman had told him. And something told him the kid was about to walk into an ambush. Stop! He shouted. I'm not giving you the book! Shouted the kid, and took off. No! Peter!
Random.
The kid ran for it, and a goggler nailed him with its ivy.
He's another one of those.
Fuck you.
The book was unburned. Next to it were buckles
I
for the kid's
come.
shoes, and a kid-sized pile of ashes. Damn it! Why hadn't he lied and told the kid he'd take the book to the rebels? The kid would be alive now.
Alright, well that's kind of
Really
it. I
pissed
explained all
off
of it.
and betrayed, but alive. Oh, damn it! Renato picked up the book. He couldn't let the Empire have it now. He was going to have to get it out of there. He'd be a wanted man. Probably have to join the rebellion just to have a place to dock. Well, he'd hated home life anyway.
Okay, fine here. No. There you go.
Deal about his book anyway. Maybe he should open it and find out.
Ignore that.
I will.
It's been years ago.
Alright, thank you.
How many? The war was a blur, and now 3 Raven scout ships were chasing him. Where are you running, rebel? Cawed the Raven captain over the loud hailer. Renato could see them cranking up their catapults. Just going out for milk? Renato yelled back. Where can you run? Laughed the Raven horribly.
Is that what the demon
Far
story
behind
is?
him, another city was burning. The dark cloud
It
above
is.
the island was thousands.
I like how I'm broadcasting it, and you say you wanted to see this game, and you know you're not even watching.
Take out
Alright, yeah, I'm joining right now.
I will spare your life. The entire jury-rigged rebel fleet was only a few islands to the east. Beyond that were only the pillars of heaven. A sea of endless blood-colored tornadoes. The rebellion was out of time. Unless Renato could bring a game-changer. Maybe he could. Renato had found out where he could find the pieces of the Sky Ripper. The legendary weapon that had exiled the lost gods. Surely a legendary weapon could win the final battle. On the other hand, his old friend Lapino had sent Renato a desperate message saying he had a brilliant scheme to save the rebellion.
What?
If Renato could only rescue
Okay. I fucking hate it when your back does that.
I don't talk. I'm listening to the story. There's a reason why I don't talk.
Not stable enough to follow him down there. Now it was time to choose. Lapino or the Sky Ripper?
I say the Sky Ripper.
Every child knew about the Sky Ripper.
Is that a rat or a...
What does the fox choose? What did that?
What could have brought him to light?
I don't know. Why didn't it start?
Had once been kind, but he'd gone mad. And now he was
Are you watching?
Secret, obscene rituals to bring back the lost gods.
You missed like the whole plot line, by the way.
Summoned the long-lost components of the legendary weapon out of the deep.
Just right now it said that you picked yeah, I'm watching. But just
right
right now it said that you picked
a legendary weapon. He would use it.
Yeah.
I'm doing some less streaming since weekends are fucking stupid.
As he set foot on the island, Renato could not help but feel a tinge of guilt. He'd left Lapino behind. He hoped the Mad Rabbit had somehow escaped the Ravens. He hoped they hadn't eaten him. If they had, he hoped they hadn't eaten him alive. Why had he chosen the Sky Ripper? Renato made plans that required constant vision.
Alright, now it says that you're moving.
He was a hero.
Like he just started to move.
Didn't think
I am.
Just went with his gut and hoped it all worked out. The Sky Ripper was a long shot. He'd have to devote himself to it. No
what's that?
rescuing old friends.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be delayed for a while. You're right. It's every stream has some sort of delay. Let's just hope it ain't that bad. Oh well. This story is actually really fun though. Hey, look, another chest. You get that. And collect everything.
Renato had heard stories of a dungeon where chests were filled with potions and weapons. Fairy tales.
You need to collect a lot of those. Also, I don't have my dashing ability yet. Oh, I need to get that for a second. I'm this though.
Where? Okay. I gotta go drinking.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. I'll be watching an action.
Okay. Avoid right. Bookie door. The door has opened. Now we go adventure. Oh, this area. This is the part. This is the part. There you go.
You blinked.
This is gonna get a lot harder from here. Oh, because I'm behind the bear. There we go.
People who had built this castle, did they even know what monstrous weapon lay hidden within their walls? The Sky Ripper could destroy anything it touched.
Need to spin around for to a trophy.
As the Transcendent Emperor had fought the lost gods.
No, I haven't got it. Oh, there we go. Spin a win.
But Renato had been through wars. The only merciful war was a short one. Renato's blood was up. He just needed to smash something.
We get it, narrator. We're breaking stuff. I like how I'm so far in the game, but I don't have the green star yet. Oh. The fuck off me. Fuck you. Fuck you. You wanna go too? And perfect. Perfect. Yay. Let me go back. Oh, well.
Now he really ought to ask for a raise.
I don't need it, but I'll collect it. Oh, what's this bridge for? There, I checked over here. Wait, no. I think I mean I can say it's a plot. Need to win. Or the void star. I want to go back to the bridge, see what's going on over there. Oh, actually, this might as well just finish this part. I can't go back while I'm screwed. Ow! No one asked. The input. No one asked for your input. Stop tracking me. Doing some progress. Killing every mofo I see. Cause I don't like you. And I don't like you. Oh. Oh, he basically survived. Oh. Ooh.
Yelling, oh yeah, that's how we do it. It was something he liked to do, but only after he'd killed all the witnesses.
Activate. Bam, I did that. So what's over here then? So like it's gonna tell me I need a... Yep. I figured that was gonna be the case. Like, yep, you need a sword. Oh. For every outcome when I get every sword in the game. Until then I have to go. Wait, oh, I can scratch it? Need help. Yeah, I need help. No, we go left. Just in case we can go over here. And explore every region. Hey, look at that. That's smart. If there's a grapple here, there might be a grapple on the other side. Is there? Nope. Probably not. Oh well. Might as well venture through this thing. Oh, I can't break it. Yo, I really wish I had the dash ability. I can dash everyone. Ooh, I might be able to get it now. Dash.
Starting to come back to him.
Got it.
Never completely forgot, like how to freeze time when attacking.
The
The more he fought, the more he'd probably remember.
Yeah, I want speed. Oh wait, I didn't level up twice. Well. Oh, Skyrim.
There it was. Sky Ripper's armature. The stuff that dreams are made of. Engineers dreamed anyway. The device was intricate. No one alive had the skill to make a thing like it. How was it part of a weapon at all? He'd have to ask a scientist. But first, he'd get the second piece. Sky Ripper had a heart. A core that had come to rest on the next island. Well, there was another island he could reach. Zenobia had just invaded it with her father's Raven battalions. She must be encamped there still. But fighting Zenobia now, that made no sense at all. He'd already sacrificed one friend to get this armature, was it? He didn't need to hurry to face her. She would find him.
For unexplicable reason, Renardo chose Zenobia. Zenobia or the Sky Ripper for? Okay.
It was a no-brainer. He'd sacrificed his old friend Lapino to get the armature. And the armature was useless by itself. Only a series of coils and wheels.
Well, goodbye, Lapino.
He demanded sacrifices. And he would make more before the end. He would have to choose the greatest good no matter how much it cost him. Zenobia. Well, he would see her sooner or later, across a battlefield or a sword's point before all this was over. He was sure of that.
Well,
Power was in the core. Obviously, he had to get the core.
no, really? Hotline sticking. Also, I really like these type of stories, so I'm gonna be doing a lot of this thing. See the multiple endings I can get.
Doubt sunk in before he was even out of sight of the Farfarer. Why had he chosen the Sky Ripper? It was the sort of path he'd always avoided. The path of responsibility.
The fuck?
Of seriousness. Had he grown up? He didn't feel grown up. He'd made this decision from his gut, like he always did. Somehow, he'd impulsively decided to stop being impulsive. Did that make any sense?
Ooh, look, I found chest.
This chest was filled with old concert t-shirts. And something useful.
At concert? What? Hey, look at that. I explore and then get rewarded with stuff. Probably trying to let me get my green sword in, which I don't want. I want to get like a wind sword. Hey, look at that. Jump down. Okay. It started glowing, so I was like, oh, we must go down here.
And this is why heroes are called dashing, Renato thought. See? Dashing? Get it?
I'm the last one. Oh. Gotta get all the...
There was something sour in the air. Like the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time.
Probably the core.
Don't we just agree to disagree? Said Renato. No?
Yeah, I haven't experienced the new mounts yet. Parlay. Show me your moves. Woohoo!
There were fewer and fewer trees. There were only these huge crystalline growths.
Jesus, I did extra.
He no longer heard birds except for the feverish cawing of the ravens when they attacked. He couldn't smell the small animals of the forest. Mice and rabbits.
Combo, perfect strike, attack ability when a previous second hits the land, perfect bonus damage and double combo.
He'd missed his old skills. He welcomed them back like he was at a reunion.
Nice. I have speed now. It doesn't feel like it was faster at all. Oh well. Ooh. Wanna go? Don't mess with me. I am God. So fucking good at this game. You think you can count on me? No. Oh, both of you are down. Oh.
Have you ever felt you were just going round in circles? Bernardo felt like that.
Wee. Oh. Don't do that too long. He gets dizzy. What the fuck?
The 20-sided core made him feel physically sick. Once he had sneaked into a temple of the dark arts and he hadn't liked what he smelt and saw there. This felt like that. As quick as he could, he wrangled the icosahedron into the armature. The wheels began to spin, then glow. The sick feeling quickly spun away. Now he only felt sad. He had lost good friends for this war apparatus. He carried his prize back to the Farfarer. Now he had to make his next
move.
There was a key Imperial outpost on the Nexus. If this really was some sort of super weapon, he could use it to wreak havoc on the enemy. And if it wasn't, well, better to know that before the final battle. But maybe he should show it to some scientists first. There was an observatory on the Nexus. Maybe he should go there before he fired it.
Yeah, let's go kill everyone.
Bernardo had never been much of a student. At Swordfu School, he'd never read the books, just looked at the pictures. And Zenobia. But weapons he understood. His gut told him that the Sky Ripper would work great. He would use it to take out the Imperial outpost. And what's the worst that could happen? The thing wouldn't work, and then he'd take it to the scientists. Right? Exactly.
Yeah. Wrong with that line. And then we're gonna go save Lupin. Lupin.
As he set out down the path, Bernardo wondered why the parts of the Sky Ripper had only surfaced now, thousands of years after the Transcendent Emperor had discarded it. This Emperor, Isengrim III, had performed terrible, bloodthirsty rituals to invoke the lost gods. Perhaps that was bringing up lost artifacts. How perfect, then, that the Sky Ripper would reappear to be his destruction.
Well, yeah.
He was practically sure he'd find something useful in one of these things.
I did. Thank you, narrator. Yeah, I wouldn't, but I did. I forgot I can have the I had the dash ability. I'm like,
Who needed bridges anyway?
Oh wait, there's... Let's go. What was that? Where did that take me? Well, I can't go back, so, you know, forward is the only option.
He was tired of slaughtering ravens. Maybe it was time to test out the new weapon. He turned a knob on the Sky Ripper. It made strange mechanical noises. The wheels spun faster. It began to hum. The Sky Ripper was following his every step. At least it acknowledged him as the master. But there was no trigger. How was he supposed to fire it? Fire, he said.
Oh, there's a chest there.
Well, maybe it just needed to warm up. After all, it hadn't been fired in thousands of years. A crafting bench. Renato wondered what he could make with it.
I'm really trying to pick the voice. Oh, well, that's not gonna happen. Finally, you know, I was trying to like get a Master Moon is for mechanical. Nice. Hold R2 to activate magic swords. Swords consume energy when not while activated. Switch sword. No, no, I just need order for the fire sword. Perfect.
The Sky Ripper was making a whining noise now, and its wheels were spinning so fast he could no longer see them. Renato had a thought. Please? He asked. The Sky Ripper began to glow. Boom! The outpost burst into flame. Ravens flapped out screaming, wings on fire. The base was his. The far speaker toad came hopping out. Renato! It croaked, sounding like a toad version of Zenobia.
Don't use the Sky Ripper. It will destroy the world.
Yeah, sure it will, cracked Renato. Pull the other one.
If you don't trust me, go see Calaveras.
That sounded sensible. Why did she always have to sound sensible all the time? Oh, it was infuriating. Of course she would say that. He was supposed to hurry and bring the Sky Ripper to the council so the rebels could actually win the war. But what if she was right? Damn it. Zenobia was so frustrating. If she couldn't get you with magic, she'd get you with reason and caution and sensible arguments. Of course, Calaveras, he might not know the latest scientific theories with evidence and all, but Renato preferred the knowledge in the old books anyway. What they said felt true, and that's what's important. You should be careful, though. She'd probably guess he'd come here. That meant she'd probably set an ambush for him.
Yeah. I'm already 30 minutes in and I'm like going through 3 different branches of tree lines and I just went to the thing. Kill everything in my path.
Landed on the island, expecting Zenobia's ambush at any moment. God, after all these years, she still drove him crazy.
Oh.
Unless they were part of the ambush. The obvious reasons he was meant to see to take his mind off the ones he wouldn't see. There did seem to be a lot of ravens around here.
That was awesome.
Finder keepers. Nice. Oh wait, we came from here. Okay, we have to go over there. That's my first time taking damage. Fuck. That was my first time taking damage.
There were stickers all over the platform for really hot lady foxes, with pictures and addresses and everything.
No, won this game. Pretty cool. Like a branchy star online. Free for the PlayStation Store. It's not that bad. No. Looks like it, but it's not. You should download it. It's actually pretty cool. It has a cool, interesting storyline.
Welcome to Earth. I told the corpses. It was something he'd
Not bad.
play once.
Oh, I'm so close to making a fire sword. Ooh. Not bad.
Zenobia's ambush never materialized. Could she be sincere? Calaveras was a great scholar. Renato doubted even Zenobia could convince him to say something he didn't believe. And if he was working for the Empire, he'd never have told Renato about the Sky Ripper in the first place. Well, he would listen to the wise old toad. But that didn't mean he had to agree.
Wait.
Renato's paws were getting numb. Calaveras really didn't want company, did he? Why? Why did he listen to Zenobia? She was the enemy. Of course she didn't want him to use his shiny new weapon. The thing was, though, she was appallingly honest. I mean, she wouldn't lie even to an enemy. At least she'd never lied to him. So if she said he had to see Calaveras, it probably was a good idea to see him. Ugh, it was infuriating. Don't look down, he thought.
Frame lag. Don't you love it when the frame rate lag comes in? Really useful. Ooh. Nice. Hey, I can level up now. More health or more speed? Well, I have 2 skill points this time, so we might as well get that one, and we'll increase this one, and then we'll work on these. There you go. I don't know, I know speed is faster than this.
Calaveras examined the Sky Ripper eagerly. What? How often does a new relic surface? He brushed off Zenobia's warning. Oh, what a sorceress know about physics. However, he did know a few ways to make the weapon even more precise and more powerful, and quickly went off to tinker. Soon the Sky Ripper no longer whined, but thrummed like a hummingbird taking off. It was ready for war. And so, Renato thanked Calaveras and took the legendary weapon to the final battle. But where were the other rebel ships? Had something happened? He could defeat the Imperial fleet with a Sky Ripper, but he couldn't govern. He was not cut out to be Emperor, and he'd no desire to be one.
Ooh. Because I didn't go to the battle, my rebel teammates died. And so it's all by myself. I'm gonna take down the Emperor and kill everything in Master Destruction. Let's go. And then right here where I can do all my little stuff. Or
There were a
crafting
few
stuff.
rebel ships here and there, but there was no organization to the battle. Where was the council flagship? Something had gone terribly wrong. But he had the Sky Ripper, and the Ravens had nowhere they could hide.
This Sky Ripper on the Emperor. I want the Void Blade, but I really want the Void Blade.
He wasn't that good. Yet.
Ooh, okay, let's go. No. Ooh.
Bernardo wondered if he could learn to cook this way. Probably not.
Good time, man. Ooh. Now we have so on time so I can find my next attack and go like that. Oh, it just looks like it works all over the place. Oh, well, that's pretty cool. General. Whoa, hey, okay. Again, I should remember that happens.
Bernardo, smash!
Just a little scary when it. If I can keep a perfect score, I don't think I can level really fast. Cause I'm already gaining like so much levels at this point. Oh wait, hold on. Go here. Go here. Hey, look at that. I learned something from it, so always go this way, because you'll find something super useful. Or I can find and build a fire sword. Oh, I don't want to go down. Oh, there's boxes. Here's the last one alive.
Where did that go to?
Yeah, well, it's just kept them. Oh, hey, Power Panda. How's it going? I see the chat updated. Woo! I actually like this game really a lot. Ah, there you go. So good and perfect. Cool. Next max combo for it. Spin.
These platforms were so expensive, they'd run out of budget for guardrails.
Woo! Let's go. And I leveled up as well. Oh no, no, not taking damage. No, there we go. Oh. I'm stuck. I'm being serious, I'm stuck.
The council speaker was on the deck, bleeding. Why was she even here? They found our base, she croaked. The council, all dead.
No!
Surrender. No, we can still win this, said Renato. I have the Sky Ripper. He would be a real hero and save the day, even when all appeared to be lost. You're a good boy, said the speaker. And then she died.
That was a girl? Oh well. Thank you for the ore, by the way.
That was always a rush.
Ooh, there you go. 9099 XP. Oh. Ow! Took damage, I don't like it. Oh, I'm not. There you go, we're fully healed. What am I supposed to do? Oh, right over here. Whee! We're up here now, top platform, and then enemies. That's the way. Oh wait, I have the Sky Ripper with me, so it doesn't matter because it's gonna annihilate everything.
He fired at the Sky Ripper. With a tremendous whoosh, the Emperor's flagship went up in flames. And for good measure, he played the beam around it, setting all the other nearby Imperial ships on fire too. And he watched them burn. The few remaining rebels gave a cheer. And then they stopped cheering. There was a hole in the air. A blackness, like a tear in a parchment. Wind was blowing into it, widening it. It grew larger. Crates were falling off ship decks, upwards into the hole. And the world itself seemed bent, like the reflection on a curved mirror as it poured into the ravenous hole. Yet, somewhere behind that ever-widening hole were gods that had long been exiled. But it didn't really matter. Time was done for here, and soon it was.
I thought I just made it a black hole.
Weird. He could have sworn he just died. Instead, he was on the Farfarer, sailing away from Ubar. And it was still burning. He'd fled burning Ubar years ago, hadn't he? And now he was back there. Had all those years fighting the Empire been nothing but a vision into the future? A useful vision if it was true. He'd learned something. The core was powerful, but dangerous if used improperly.
Damn. So I basically made a black hole. Choices made: find armature, find the core, attack the outpost to be Calaveras. I'm guessing Calaveras had to do something with it because literally that thing killed everyone.
He'd made bad choices. But now, when the real battle came, he wouldn't make those choices. He wouldn't make the same mistake twice.
Oh, dude.
The book's pages began to flip backwards, towards the beginning. And he realized that his adventure was just beginning.
I'm gonna go save Lupin, and then we'll see how that goes.
Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Bernardo knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong. But he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Emperor had brought the Sky Ripper pieces up out of ancient burial by his obscene rituals. Could this be where the Iblis Stone was hidden?
No.
Get it before he does, thought Renato. On the other hand, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing.
We'll say Lapino.
Game changer, but could Renato really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
No. Guess not. We'll have to go. You can't make new old friends.
Ah, Lapino. Apparently, the Mad Rabbit had sold a Pegasus that he did not exactly own. Lapino always wiggled out of trouble, given time. But he was out of time. The Ravens had figured out that Lapino was a rebel spy. If the fleet reached him first, they'd string him up for that. Never mind the winged horse.
Mm-hmm. So wearing my Christmas pajama. Thanks. Oh well. Mm-hmm. Oh, there goes that one person who was watching constantly. Well,
Lapino had apparently managed to confuse the judge by arguing that he hadn't actually stolen a winged horse. He'd only sold it. But wait, where was the prison? The village was empty. Had everybody fled the ravens? I wonder what I could make with all these sword crafting materials, thought Renato.
stay here, buddy. Oh, I need. Oh, I can't actually get the wood sword, but I'll get the firestorm going. I feel like once you have every sword crafted on level 2, you probably be able to get like an upgraded sword. Oh well. You can either A, go for the water essence, or go for the fire sword to fully max out.
Imagine getting a horse up in one of these things. It would be cursing a blue streak.
Really, no one see me?
The ravens had taken the town. Renato had seen villages emptied like this. All the people taken away to be sacrificed in the Emperor's secret rituals. Renato hoped the people were just hiding. It was good to practice your moves, thought Renato. Keeps you limber.
I have the fire sword, so I might as well open this. Wait. Oh, nice. There go family guild.
Renato looked around the empty village and reflected. The Sky Ripper had turned out to be far too dangerous to be used. Time to turn to what he knew best.
Oh yeah, that's right. We unlocked the second ability. I mean, I don't want to really work on that yet. I want to work on like my first set of stats, and then we'll work on the second one. But I would. We'll go with combat next.
Getting better and better.
Anything over here? Oh, there we go. There's why I explore. Whee. Let me go over here. Oh, I don't have the Sky Ripper with me. Ooh! Spicy!
Landing everywhere. The advance guard. He'd better get moving. If they got to Lapino first, they'd eat him for breakfast. Or a snack. Ravens weren't picky. If they got hungry, they sometimes forgot to interrogate their prisoners. Even top spies like Lapino. Where had the mad rabbit got to?
Saving Lapino. Bun, dun, 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 dun. Ooh, let's go.
Of all the artisans he was creating employment for, truly, he was a job creator.
And nice. Aggressive defense. Oh god.
Renato felt a chill run down his back. Or possibly a flea.
Oh. In the graveyard. Yeah, we need a lot more. I don't have a voice. I don't know why I want to back away from there. Style acceptable. Perfect. Ooh.
Dirty and bloody, Renato finally reached Lapino. The rabbit was practicing his shuffle. Renato recognized the cards. It was Lapino's favorite deck. Oh, I thought you were in danger. I am. The ravens are coming. Oh, the prison thing. Right, yeah, we see this guard owed me 53 ducats, so we made a deal. They're very reasonable people, actually, for weasels. Now, I got a brilliant plan to kidnap Zenobia. We capture Zenobia, we find out what she knows, and that's the whole war right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Capture the Emperor's greatest general, who also happened to be a deadly sorcerer and, oh, his only daughter? That would be worth it. On the other hand, he could still get to the core of the Sky Ripper, even if he couldn't get the whole thing. It must have great power. Zenobia wasn't just the Emperor's daughter, of course.
Oh, she's been Renato's best friend in Kung Wolf.
Sword Fu School. And you're still mad for her. The rabbit reminded him. They'd been close. She'd told him things no one else knew. But she'd never told him who she really was. She knows all the Emperor's plans, chuckled the Master Spy. She won't give them up easily. She'll tell the interrogators, all right, said Lapino. Taking her would change the game, all right. The city was already under Zenobia's control. I had to admire her efficiency. Renato shivered at the thought of Zenobia at the mercy of the interrogators. Could he really turn her over to them? But this was war. It wasn't meant to be pretty.
So like the narrator comes in, tells you what's going on in the storyline. It has so many branches storylines that it affects the ending, of course. I did like a storyline where I got the Sky Ripper and everything, where it killed everyone in the universe.
Hero wall. Ice wall. Ice.
So basically it has multiple branches storylines. That's pretty cool. It's not bad for it being a simple indie game. Gotta collect the ores. Woo. Go. Ow! I was out of your bastard.
These things really slice like ham.
I don't want to take damage. Oh, Moose is on. I might as well invite him to the party. Also, my controller's about to die. I still left there. There you go. Oh,
Hello, Drinky.
hello. I'm about to die.
Sorry, like the game I recommended you to get.
It's really good. I just made. If you, I don't know if you saw the one of the star lines, but I literally killed everyone with the Sky Ripper. I made a black hole.
Oh yeah, I saw it. I saw it. Cause I was gonna text in the chat to like invade the outpost, but then I was gonna be like, and then like when you went, I'm all like, alright, you won the war, but then a black hole just came out. I'm all like, oh shit. So like every storyline's like 30 minutes to an hour long, dude. Like holy shit.
Yeah.
That game has a lot of hour time into it.
Well, how's it going, the Canadian troll?
Fun, said Lapino as he ran to go set up his marvelous plan.
I'm probably not gonna play it right now. I'm probably gonna play it later, cause I literally just played it all night yesterday. Cause you know you were watching me.
He could try
Yeah.
his new blade.
I'm gonna play.
I got a new gem though. Physical resistance, physical damage by 20%.
That's good.
Oh.
So you won't die as fast.
Yeah. I mean, I'm technically still dying, but
You know, like at first, like it's so easy to not get hit by any of the enemies, but I'm telling you this right now, when you progress into the story, it gets way harder. Like,
yep.
you know how you see me dying? You know, it gets hard.
Now I see it.
Yeah, cause when you're live streaming, you're like, oh, I'm probably never gonna get hit by the enemies, and then now you're just getting killed.
No, I haven't died yet. I got hit. That's what's pissing me off. Oh, I don't have the hooking ability.
I'm gonna invite two of my friends, so
Yeah, that's fine.
Acorn and Larata, alright?
Yeah, it's fine.
Alright.
Also, since I don't have the
Pretty
shield
sure-
hooking, I have to find a way to kill like the shield dudes like a lot faster. So I use the fire sword when I encounter them.
Yeah, the fire sword is actually really good.
Dubious about the whole plan.
That's why I use it a lot.
With every step, he was waiting for it all to go horribly
Did they like
wrong.
stop giving out free like free chaos chests? Because I'm not getting them.
Zenobia's
Yeah.
ran off after the geese. The net
Oh,
They stopped
good.
giving them out.
jumped
No, it's because of the Patreon.
sword to Zenobia's throat. Reynardo, she said. Are those new scars?
Ah,
Good on you.
I
You never
seriously don't
returned
want to
my
join them.
velvet jacket.
I'm
It was
just gonna
my
stay with you
favorite.
for a while.
You
Because
were
right now they're
stupid in velvet.
they're in the
Ah, what
party,
does an imperial
but-
princess know about style?
Do you have
They're
a
in their own
sister?
party.
Do you have a sister? If you do, could you drop her Instagram? I don't have a sister.
It was coming on fast. So they put Zenobia on the Farfarer.
why do you want sisters Instagram for?
She
I don't know.
from Swordfu school.
Really? Is it like a pervert?
Without even saying goodbye.
Alright. That's
We're
such a
being
weird
serious.
thing to ask.
We're being serious. The reason why I say I have no sister, I do have a sister, but she's 80 years old.
Instantly, she knows things. She recognized his look. You're taking me
Why the
to
fuck do you want
Interior,
people to do- alright, whatever.
aren't you? She said, wide-eyed, and then she jumped.
You can have my Instagram and look at my
Reynardo saw
pictures.
Zenobia plummeting.
Big boy.
Then he saw the nexus below them. Cats always land on their feet. Ah, should head for the Imperial outpost. Yelled Pino.
I'm out. Well, take care.
Yeah, dude. So I'm pretty sure you know. I'm pretty sure you know why I freaking haven't went on for a while, because I freaking played this game until like 3 in the morning.
Really?
Yeah, the game Story of Destinies. I'm almost done with the game already.
Nice. I call the stories that I want. The stories to end all stories.
I'm pretty sure there's gonna be like, I'm pretty sure it's gonna start getting so hard to the point, Drinky, that you have to have all the swords, because I
Yeah.
think you know those little doors. When you open them, you progress more into the story, but in a different way.
Yeah.
So like, I'm pretty sure that's the other ways to endings. Pretty sure.
Yep.
Oh, what was his name?
Cause that was stupid. So when I was playing, like I got the ice sword and the ice friggin'
Chain didn't
door
open.
Open. Yeah. Stupid.
That was stupid. That really was.
how is that the wrong sword? That was clearly the right sword, but...
Are you watching me play, by the way?
Yeah, I'm just gonna watch it play. I was gonna play Troll, but...
No, I was just asking.
I'm actually just gonna chillax, actually, watch your stream, because... I'm just gonna lay on my bed in this one.
Yeah. Oh wait, wrong way. And here. And I don't have the voice sword, so I'm a little bit mad.
The Canadian troll. Do you have a sister? If you do, could you drop her Instagram? That's such a weird thing to say. Did the stream crash or was that me?
It's lagging. I'm trying to be lagging. The stream hasn't crashed yet.
Oh. Cause it like froze the stream. I'm all like, what? Was that me or was that the stream?
What a dude asking for the Instagram.
He was closing on her. He could smell her fear.
That's such a weird like. I don't think anyone's gonna give her the Instagram.
Maybe it didn't have to end that way. Maybe he could talk to her. But after all, there were worse things the Imperials had done to friends of his.
Ooh. Just gonna be able to get the upgraded fire sword.
Really needed a roof.
Or get the ice sword.
I haven't gotten the upgraded fire sword yet.
Ah, it's in the ore. Oh, these guys, remember these?
What?
Oh, you're not gonna see them until... Ow!
Oh, they had the fat fuckers.
I took damage.
Dude, you shouldn't just be worrying about taking damage. You should be worrying about if you're gonna die, really.
No, because if I worry about taking damage, I can actually get a perfect score, which gives me 300 XP each time. I can level up faster.
The Imperials there were no match for him. Soon after, Zenobia limped up the path. When she realized he was already in front of her, she didn't even try to run. Oh, you left without saying goodbye. Again, he said, please. I'm enjoying this a little too much. She said, shaken. Oh, spare us the chit-chat, would you? Said Lapino as he shackled her hands so she couldn't throw spells. She knows all his plans. All the way back to the Farfarer, Lapino nagged Renato about how the interrogators would pry all the intel out of Zenobia. How that would turn the tides in the imminent battle. All they had to do was take her to the rebels' secret base. Renato didn't like to think about what the interrogators would do to her. Couldn't he just talk to her?
We get either A.
No, dude, don't go to the mountains. Remember how it fucked this over with me. Dude, if you go to the mountains, it's gonna fuck us over, dude.
Yeah.
Or fuck you.
Renato could see ravens everywhere.
Just do what you came here to do.
They'd have to hide the Farfarer and go on foot. What if we get separated? Asked Lapino. For once, thinking ahead. I'll show you a map to the base. Renato told Lapino. Renato, don't do this, said Zenobia. We were friends once. We... Shut it, witch, or I'll shackle your mouth too, said Lapino. And then, a few moments later, they touched down.
No, fuck you, cat little bitch. You're evil anyways.
We were friends before. Yeah, but bitch, I don't care about you. You didn't care about my
feelings. We're just trying
feelings.
to complete stories. We're just trying to complete the game.
Yep. I'm gonna see if I can complete the game in 24 hours.
Well, are you gonna really try to beat the game in 24 hours?
Yeah.
I don't think.
As Lupino pulled Zenobia off the Farfarer, Bernardo readied himself for the battle ahead. I'm sorry I nicked your jacket, she said. It's just...
I feel like they can control one of people's Instagram so I could go
It
message
smelled
them.
like you. What? He said, confused. Then... Why didn't you write? Why didn't you first speak? Oh, save the romantic nostalgia. Let's go! Shrieked Lupino. So Renato launched himself down the path to the secret base.
As he launched a path through the secret base, he took out all the guards in the way.
It wasn't his fault.
Apparently, like, the cat girl likes the fox.
Yeah. This pod's unbreakable! I'm so mad. I'm going back. I thought it was unbreakable. I can go through here. The hero's way. Yeah, I'm gonna do backtracking. That's so fun. Don't you love it when the game gives you backtracks? Woo!
No skateboarding, the sign said.
Oh, I will know to use what's it called? To make the wind sword, or I mean the ice sword and the fire sword going. Fire sword or ice sword?
Get the fire sword, dude. The ice sword's trash.
Oh wow.
Fire sword.
Well, I don't have enough fire essence, so I might as well just make the winter horn. Or can I save my ore? I'll save my ore.
Save your ore, dude. Like, the fucking firestorm's trash. I mean, the ice one. I don't like the ice one. It's stupid. It wastes so much mana.
Boop, boop. There you go.
They caught their breath. It's beautiful, she said, looking at the ruins. This used to be the library of Ubar, he said. Before your father's ravens smashed it. Do we have to talk politics? She asked. That's not how I want to remember you, she said with an odd, wistful look at her face. She was as beautiful as she'd ever been, and as brave. Pepino huffed. They got back on the trail.
There you go. Finally. Aw. No fire essence. Okay, little G game. Ooh. I don't know what I did.
How do you tell if someone's far away, or just really small?
Gotta heal, gotta heal, gotta heal, gotta heal, gotta heal. I should flick the lever. Well,
Hit, he thought.
I just died now.
Oh, you died. You finally died.
Yep.
The long stairs. So he was close to
Jinky, if I didn't find out that the grapple could blind the drones, like, it wouldn't have been that easy to do.
Yeah, but I just went through that sword swinging, so. No. God, I hate you. Fuck off.
This was not going spectacularly well, thought Renato.
The narrator just get cut off.
Yeah. Fuck the narrator.
As they made their way to the secret rebel base, Renato felt strange. Zenobia was his prisoner, yet somehow she felt more like an old friend. He wanted to tell her all his secrets, and suddenly the ruins lit up with thousands of fireworks. There was a thunderous roar and dust rose. The caves were collapsing. The caves? You've been playing me? Renato said, and he stared at Zenobia. I'm sorry, she said, and she seemed almost embarrassed. Then everything went dark. When Renato came to, he had a terrible headache. Also, Zenobia's sword was at his throat. And her shackles were gone. So was Lupino. The terrible thing is, he said.
Uh-oh. Betrayal?
Betrayal.
Now that we've destroyed the rebellion, would you consider becoming an advisor to the Emperor's daughter? I'm no one's servant. Everybody serves. Even if it's only destiny. I like to choose my own destinies, he said. The whole point of a destiny is you can't choose. Oh, never mind, she said. Look.
I feel like this is gonna be like, I feel like this game was just the point to just find out all the stories. I don't even think there's like a right or wrong story.
He would see her again, he decided. Even if he had to fight his way across the entire fleet.
Ooh. I'm pissed.
Why are you pissed?
She backstabs his heart. Don't worry, Renardo. We'll get back to her. We'll slit her throat off.
You're getting kill that bitch.
The Imperial
Yeah.
fleet was cleaning up the few rebel remnants. For only a moment, he thought.
No, I don't want the one sword.
But heroes don't run, even when the world is against them.
I'm just like,
Even when their
I don't know what game
causes
I'm gonna play.
and their efforts
I'm gonna
futile.
charge my controller, that's what I'm gonna do.
Useless and
So whenever a new game comes out, Drinky,
Yep.
I'm gonna recommend you to it, so see if you like it, alright?
Okay.
So you don't miss out, on the good games like this.
Kill the Emperor. On definitely.
was heavily guarded. It must go someplace they really didn't want it to go.
Oh, wrong sword. Fire sword, let's go. Woo! Oh god. That's gonna explode. Bam, leveled up. Alter. Bam! Alter, and now we increase health. And nose is gone. I didn't must sustain and it went out. Cause he left and so did he left the stream.
Renato had always wanted a flying carpet. This was more like a flying tabletop, but it would do.
Fire essence? Nope, you're just gonna give me more. wizard.
Move his sword around at home. He guessed he was still compensating for that. For a moment, Renaro's arm was sore, his armor wet with raven blood. He was tired of death. But death was not yet tired of him. The rebels were losing. Badly. In some other universe, Renaro thought, he and Zenobia had left Sword Fu School together, taken other names and sailed off into the mists. But not this Zenobia, and not him. For him, there was nothing to do but forge ahead. Kill the Emperor and end this. What else could you book?
Oh yeah, this is a different story part. Ah! You need to leave the fuck alone.
At last, he reached the Emperor's ship. Zenobia was there. Why'd you have to come back? She said, guess I'm just serving my destiny. He shrugged. You don't even know what that word means. She said, do you ever wonder if things have been different all the time? She said, and drew her sword. In the end, Bernardo lay bleeding out on the deck. Zenobia sat by his side, upset. What are you so upset about? He asked. You wouldn't understand. Why didn't you tell me you were going to leave school? I was afraid you'd convince me not to. I guess I'll have to buy you a drink in the halls of the Valiant then, he told her, and then he was gone. Bernardo stared at the book. He was still alive, again, and still only flying away from burning Ubar. Had he lived that adventure? Or only dreamt it? Had he really died? It felt so real, not like a dream at all. And he'd lost again. Oh, he hated that. But he had made different choices. And he'd lost in a different way. It was the book, wasn't it? Oracles showed you your destiny. But this was showing him different ways he could die miserably. Thanks a bunch, book, he thought. But these were destinies that he did not have to fulfill. But he'd learned another true thing. Zenobia still had feelings for him. But that meant there must be a destiny where he survived and won, right? Otherwise, what was the point? And with that, the book's pages fluttered back once more to the beginning, and the clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Bernardo knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong. But he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Emperor had brought the Sky Ripper pieces up out of ancient burial by his obscene rituals. Could this be where the Iblis stone was hidden? Someone better get it before he does, thought Reynardo. On the other hand, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Lapino was no game changer, but could Reynardo really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
Yeah.
The island was windswept desert. No one went there except ostriches and ostrich hunters. The Iblis stone. It sounded ominous. It sounded powerful. If the Emperor was searching for it, it must be dangerous. And so, Reynardo went ostrich hunting. Every child could sing verses about the Sky Ripper, but ancient codices held hints of other things. A stone that ate souls, a ruby that drank blood, a jewel only a righteous man could give away. Were all these things the Iblis stone? Long hidden in a buried temple, another ancient item that was only resurfacing now, drawn up from the deeps by the Emperor's horrific rituals?
Give me a fire resistance. No. Fire engine
contained a Vorpal sword. I'm just kidding. Vorpal swords don't exist.
Finally, can I get the final upgrade? And I can build this too.
Hey. Hey. I'm a firefox, thought Renato. The air here tasted bitter. Steps were too tall for a person. The entire place felt restless, like it had been vexed to nightmare under the dust, waiting for its hour to
go.
come around at last.
Activate.
Renato felt bad for living, but these islands were short on trash cans.
I think I took damage. Yep, I did. God damn it.
Ravens were already here, cawing in frustration. They were still searching for a way in. Good. And he hadn't come too late. Well, they really needed to redecorate anyway.
Oh, okay. First, there we go. Thank you. Trying to smash it, and it's like, nope, nope, nope. I'm a few times for everyone. For not knowing. Reflex. Encourage shield hook shot down. Fast through shield, can dash through enemies easily. Storage short through. And attacking at this idle combo threshold.
That come in handy in a pinch.
There you go. One whole skill tree down, second more to go. That's gonna be a pain to get. Look, orange. That down. Oh. Nope. Nope. I want to ask for it. Okay. Woo! Okay. Oh god.
Those sheaves were really very well made, weren't they?
There you go, finally. I did win, like... Fuck off. Trying to get it done so I can get that area. You're probably gonna tell me I had the wrong sword, even though I got the ice sword.
Ice walls only let you through if
Ah.
you knew you were cool.
There you go, never mind. You've been chosen with a critical mission ability to follow orders without letting any questions. You do not believe the master. Your score that intelligence test is the only proof that you have given. Let anyone else in the follow. To take pride in knowing that you, the Emperor, handpicked you for this mission. Always travel impaired, do not look at the greens in the wall, do not loosen the magnetic bow. Box, you immediately find a stone and place it in the box and seal the box. If you hate your voice in your head, ignore it. Remember, the temple is haunted. Obviously, this is an old temple dedicated to old evil god. This is for blood sacrifices. Of course, it would be haunted. Your voice in your head. Remember, the ghost cannot hurt you, but it will try to confuse you when you try to voice down. Take a drowsy pill if you need to meet another soldier with the stone. If it does not have a magnetic box, immediately spray them with drowsy gas. Find the stone and put it in the box, seal the box, and most important of all, find the stone. I read that way too fast. It's probably just sounding like mumbling. Yeah, to be honest.
I wondered idly if people who had built these poles had really, really long tentacles.
I want to be able to get upgrade stuff. Oh wow, what an instant. Nice to make the wind. God. Oh, get over here.
Sometimes, at home, he'd wave his sword around for hours.
Ooh, damn. Yeah. Listen, wasn't kidding. This shit gets really hard afterwards. Okay. Okay. Ooh. What? End it and then restart popping up enemies. Okay, that's just cool. I'm gonna get the XP that's gonna give me completely. Oh, finally, a red chest. I can get another jump. Woo!
His sword food teacher used to say
Breaker.
gems were cheating. Stupid old fart.
Nice, that's actually really useful, so I don't have to worry about the hook. Or throwing people at him. I can just break it with my sword now. Woo, that's actually really useful. I'm guessing going back that way would put you back in the beginning. So I might as well go this way. Just waiting for these fucker cars like that. I don't know. Oh god. That was rushing. Ooh, that was actually really good. Ow, ow. Don't dash. Dash there. That hurt though. Woo! Making some progress.
The Ravens at least could not get past this point. Obviously, the temple builders knew how to deal with tomb raiders.
I didn't level up, damn. It gets longer and longer. Each time you do more quests, it gets XP. Oh, here comes the hot lava part.
Imagine if you built a house on one of these things. Oh, that would be amazing. It would be like having a boat.
That lever. There you go.
It was a stone of the purest blackness. It reflected no light. A void made
Damn.
it solid. Nervous, he picked it up.
Boreas discovered.
It was the stone. Eager, thirsty. That seemed tempting and terribly wrong. Zenobia was the Emperor's greatest general and a potent witch. But they had been close once, and Reynardo wasn't sure he really wanted to be Emperor. Why not capture the core of Sky Ripper instead? It was the eye of a lost god torn out by the transcendent Emperor to power his greatest weapon. It's the core, said the stone anxiously.
And we'll go for...
Why was he listening to a talking rock?
Damn.
The rock had a point. If the stone could truly turn him into a powerful warrior, he could defeat the Emperor with the very weapon the wicked old toad had sought for himself. To be a hero, you had to sacrifice old friends sometimes, especially when they've become enemies. As he placed the impossibly black crystal in his gauntlet, Bernardo had a sudden vision. Charred fields covered in dead ravens below a black sun. Was it the time of the lost gods before the transcendent emperor? Was it the future? Feed the souls, it whispered.
There you go.
He could feel the stone's hunger for souls, its thirst for blood. All right, I get it. This was going to be interesting. I'll just have a dash, thought Renato.
I'll go the hero way. We'll go over here. See what branches they have. Which finally.
The ravens on Zenobia's island were no match for Renato. They screamed as the stones sucked out their souls.
Damn.
With each death, he felt stronger. Take the power, the stone told him. If I craft a sword now, it's going to be really short.
Like that. Go through here. This is the branching path I haven't gone through yet. Oh, fire. Fire to the flames. Oh. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, boop. New box. Has a lot of water essence. Ooh, attack speed. Nice.
He could feel
No.
its power.
Damn. How fast is this? Hey, it's a lot faster. Regular old fast. Not that fast. Not fast. I need 100 of ore, so I'm not gonna worry about, going trying to build stuff. 100 ore, and I don't know many winter.
Zenobia, then he done with the core, could he?
Oh, that's just hinting with the core. What if there's a secret path? Okay, whoop, we're going down.
Sleep tight, thought Renato.
No, that's not what.
Zenobia was waiting for Renato. She was alone, confident as always.
Damn.
Fire danced at the tips of her claws. Are you here to surrender? She seemed as cocksure as he felt. But she didn't know he had the stone. And I've missed you too, love. He chuckled. She spotted the stone and bolted without another word.
Now Not gonna chase her.
People
Yeah,
had laughed at the
with the treasure hunt.
replacement program, but you can see the benefits everywhere.
To increase the rare loot by 1%. I'll put it just because why not? You know. I don't think I'm worrying about physical damage. The only reason why I was focused on physical protection. Let's get with the shields. I don't think I need that, so we might as well go. I will go with this one.
More and more.
No wait, that's not the one I want. Oh well. I like that. I don't need to grab a gun anymore. Oh. Oh. Really? Yeah, no. Go away. As soon as I take it down, I need... Okay. As soon as I start taking damage, I need to fucking... That's stupid. I didn't need it earlier, and now I take instant damage when I take it off. Hey, ironic. Go over here.
Finally, Renato caught up to her. He had never seen her scared before.
Hmm.
At school, she'd been the determined, brave one. Now her eyes were wide, frightened. He didn't like seeing her this way. Kill her, whispered the stone. You cannot win your rebellion without it. Please. No, said Zenobia. Not that way. Oh, they had been so close once. Could he really feed her soul to his demonic gem? But if he spared her, he would not get the full power of the stone. Oh, how could he be the hero he wanted to be?
Two-part storyline. Free her to the stone or spare Zenobia. What to do, what to do, what to do, what to do. No, I mean, I could get the story of these done first. Don't worry about these later. I don't know what to do. They're breaking the storyline. I can spare Zenobia and, you know, don't kill her. Or I can kill her and feed her blood to the stone. Okay. Which one to do? Which one to do? Ah, fuck it, we'll spare her.
Renato hesitated. Zenobia was his greatest enemy. She was the Emperor's daughter and his greatest general. And the single person Renato least wanted to remove from this world. Especially that way. She was holding her arms out before her, hands fluttering, fending him off with hopeless urgency. Nope, she was weaving a spell. He couldn't move. This thing is evil, she said. She slid the Iblistone out of its slot in his gauntlet and slipped it into a bag. Maybe we can learn from it. She eyed him with a strange, wry, apologetic look. I missed you too. And before he could move again, she was gone. Learn from the Iblistone? What did that mean? Would she take it to the palace or to the observatory on the Nexus? If she thought it was evil, she wouldn't want it in the palace. Maybe I can outrace her to the observatory, thought Renato. Cats can run faster, but foxes can run longer.
We're an hour and 50 minutes in. Trying to complete this as fast as we can.
Renato felt a little sick. Ever since Zenobia had taken the stone from him, he'd felt an ache that wouldn't go away. He missed it. He wanted it back. He needed it back. Why hadn't he killed her when he had the chance? She was the enemy. He hadn't even seen her in 14 years. Why had he hesitated? You're a sucker for an empowered woman. Renato hated her.
banana. Completed the story. Oh, what is it? Or water essence, whatever you want to call it. Oh, I don't have the storage. Wait for it. Oh. And I have enough skill points to level up, so we might as well just go through. And battle! Ooh.
Zenobia thought the stone was evil. Was it? He longed to have it back. He'd felt so good killing ravens with it, and yet he'd felt unclean ever since he'd touched it. She confused him. She'd made him want to be a better fox, and then she'd abandoned him, never telling him she was the Emperor's daughter. Never she to tell him the stone was evil. He was sort of yanking his own chain, wasn't he?
Oh wow, the good pun. Oh my god. Oh, that way. You're supposed to hold it. Okay, I thought you just tapping it will set him apart. Never mind, I learned something new.
Renato hoped his mother wasn't watching. And while he was trying to recover the stone Zenobia had taken from him, the Imperial fleet was tightening its grip. He might have failed to save the rebellion, and it would all be her fault. Renato felt a burst of outrage. Not only had she stolen his gem, she'd also stolen his scientist. Sure, they were neutral, but they had helped him discover what the Emperor was up to. They were supposed to be helping me, Renato thought. So unfair.
Okay.
Hennish spears. Easy to dodge, but boy do they sting if you didn't pay attention.
Yep. Oh my god. Oh, okay, I'm gonna get off that. Oh. Woo, let's go. Ooh. I did really well. That whole fight. I don't think I took damage in that whole battle.
It was a bit windy up here. The scientist's toes were pointing arcane instruments at the stone and looking at it through prisms and reflections. Mine, said Renato as he took back the stone. Well, we need it for science, croaked the toads. So he killed them. He felt better immediately. Smarter, too. I thought you'd never come for me, whispered the stone. Then, a far speaker toad croaked. and something like Zenobia's voice.
Reynardo, leave the stone with the toads. It will swallow your soul. Will kill everyone you love.
But Reynardo had an army to lead, an empire to bring down.
Yeah, we're killing the whole.
Whispered the stone. It was right. Wasn't Zenobia the Emperor's greatest general? Wasn't Reynardo fighting for the rebellion? Of course you wouldn't want him to have it. Wouldn't you be a better emperor than Isaac the Third? Added the stone. You know what? I would, thought Reynardo. Or maybe he said it out loud. He would go see the council and lead their armies to victory. All he had to do was call them on the far speaker. Ah, damn. Well, wouldn't they be surprised anyway?
Oh, that's one fancy line. I'm killing everyone. I spare her. She took the stone and killed the toads, and then
the ruins. Reynardo had come there as a kid when it was still the fabulous city of Ubar. Before the Emperor's ravens had come to pillage ancient books from its library and destroyed it. Now the rebel council lay hidden underneath the ruins. And between here and there, all these ravens to kill. They deserved it for what they'd done to the city. And the faster he could kill them, the more of a rush they gave him.
like this. Yeah. Wait, yeah.
When Reynardo went to the china shop, for some reason the owner was always nervous.
Break all the pots. And yeah, got you. Good. I have no idea when it was there. All I know is I activated the fire sword and everything started going on fire.
I need more materials, thought Reynardo.
As we know, I need more stuff to unlock more things. Oh well. Drakiane empowered. Nope.
He tried to be nice to Zenobia, not killing her and all. What did she do? She stole the gem from him and made him kill all those scientists. Next time she'd see.
There you go. Oh. 1,000 XP just to level up. And I'm not nowhere near.
Reynardo wondered if his future self had commissioned these poles.
And boom. Or knock it through. Back. We can't go to the void area. Nope. Or void gem. Okay, I definitely can go up here though. We won't take it just yet. No! So mad. I really am. Could've gotten something cool. No! I had to backtrack way too far. Right, oh,
Whispered the stone. Ravens? Reynardo knew how the stone felt. Each raven he killed gave him a little jolt of pleasure. But he could only kill them so fast, and the pleasure wore off too quickly. Hopefully soon he would face a more powerful adversary. whispered the stone. But not with a bunch of mangy ravens.
Okay, perfect. That's done. Over here.
This one contained nothing but unmatched gloves. And something more useful.
Oh, I can make the finally can make the void blade. Increase the movement and its attack speed. Speed increase even further. Cool. Probably keep the void blade in on me because I like that already thing on me. That looks pretty cool. Whee!
It was all coming back to him. He wondered what he'd remember next.
And now I can backtrack. No. Wow. Through this area. Nope.
The long stairs. So he was close to the rebel base. Nothing was on fire. So far, so good. The mysterious sword from the east made you so fast you could catch a fly with your chopsticks. That's what you really wanted.
And that.
That is a very cool sword, thought Ronaldo. No, seriously. He couldn't feel his paw anymore.
It's gonna have nothing. It's gonna break these spots for nothing. Oh. Thank God I had one critical chance. Yeah, I don't care. Critically anyone. And then we go to the main part. Sorry, quest. There you go. Activate. There you go.
As he reached the secret entrance, he was shocked to see Zenobia talking with the council. She bore a white flag. Whispered the stone.
Oh, damn.
What are you doing here, love? Bernardo demanded. Come for the brown muffins? She's worried about you, croaked the council speaker. We all are. You're not yourself, Zenobia said. Before they could get into the rest of the intervention, he leapt at her. Unfortunately, the council speaker blocked him, so he slew her and the other council members. I'm not giving up, cried Zenobia as she darted off into the ruins. I think I just killed the entire rebel council, said Ronaldo. See how much power they've given you. But they were on my side, weren't they? No one is on your side.
Damn.
He set sail for the fleet. There, at least, there would be enemies to kill.
Killed each and every one of them. Except her.
Unless that was the Iblastone talking. He could never be sure. Anyway, who needed other rebels here? They'd only get in the way. A true hero fights alone after he's got all his friends killed.
Wooden sword, the fire sword, the ice sword, the green sword, and... Yeah, no, we're gonna go to the...
Ooh, what's there?
The sword is a key. Sword key. Oh. We might as well fully upgrade it.
This one looked familiar. Had he lost this one in a card game? Welcome back, he thought.
No, it was an alternate. And then we're gonna kill everyone.
The world was so beautiful. Everything was glowing, breathing, alive. Except, okay, the ravens seemed good. But the wind was alive, like a million fingers caressing his hair. He'd never felt so powerful. He never felt so sexy.
Why?
Somewhere down the path would be the Emperor. Renato would slay him, the most powerful man in Erdia. And the Iblastone would give Renato all that power. And he would be Emperor. And then he would set everyone free. Interrupted story time! Caught the lead rate. Now I'll never find out how it ended!
Oh, your phone's over there. Oh. Really good.
He felt like Tarzan.
Do.
At last, he was face to face with Zenobia. She was still unarmed. No fire crackled from her claws. Excellent. Kill her, whispered the stone. He raised his sword for the killing blow. Is this what you really want? She asked. Or is it what the stone wants? Think of the power, insisted the stone. I don't want to kill you, he told Zenobia.
his arm still raised. I know, but he could not put the sword down. It wants blood, he told her. I know. Oh, help me, he said. She stabbed herself. Take my blood, she said. No, you mustn't, cried the Iblis Stone. Oh no! Why did you... He ran to embrace her, and she plunged her bloody dagger into his heart. Why? He said. We'll be together in the halls of the Valiant, she said. I love you, he said. Thank you. And the Iblis Stone screamed, and then it began to glow. It burst into flames. It burned like an ember. And then it was ash that blew away in the wind. And Zenobia and Renato died in each other's arms. And just like that, he was alive again, and back on the Farfarer, still fleeing burning Ubar. The book was still open before him. So, the book was a portal. It took you to the future, when your destinies would branch. He had failed and died 3 times, and he hadn't learned anything new this time. He'd done the same thing twice, yet expected a different outcome. But he was starting to feel like he was getting the hang of this. There was a way through to victory. He could feel it. He just had to keep running the path of destinies. With that, the book fluttered back to the beginning, and he fell into it. The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Renato knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong, but he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert, as tempting as it was to explore ancient mysteries. There was a war going on. On the other hand, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Lapino was no game changer, but could Renato really leave an old friend to the Ravens? Ah, Lapino. Apparently, the Mad Rabbit had sold a Pegasus that he did not exactly own. Lapino always wiggled out of trouble, given time. But he was out of time. The Ravens had figured out that Lapino was a rebel spy. If the fleet reached him first, they'd string him up for that. Never mind the winged horse. Lapino had apparently managed to confuse the judge by arguing that he hadn't actually stolen the winged horse. He'd only sold it. But wait, where was the prison? The village was empty. Had everybody fled the Ravens? Those flames really bring out your eyes. checked to make sure his sword was suit-worthy. Yep, that was odd. Bernardo had been here, at this exact place, at this exact time. This time, there were so many more ravens. Bernardo checked for a false compartment. Nope. Was a radiance at the end of a long, dark tunnel. Mother, he thought.
Okay.
Ravens were landing everywhere. The advance guard. He'd better get moving. If they got to Lupino first, they'd eat him for breakfast. Or a snack. Ravens weren't picky. If they got hungry, they sometimes forgot to interrogate their prisoners. Even top spies like Lupino. Where had the mad rabbit got to? Had that door been opened before? Smashing things was fun. Dirty and bloody, Renato finally reached Lupino. The rabbit was practicing his shuffle. Renato recognized the cards. It was Lupino's favorite deck. Oh, I thought you were in danger. I am
ravens are coming. Oh, the prison thing. Right, yeah, we see this guard owed me 53 ducats, so we made a deal. They're very reasonable people, actually, for weasels. Now, I got a brilliant plan to kidnap Zenobia. We capture Zenobia, we find out what she knows, and that's the whole war right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Capture the Emperor's greatest general, who happened to also be a deadly sorcerer, and, oh, his only daughter? That would be worth it. And it would be nice to see her. He'd always had a soft spot for her. And he felt sure she had one for him. On the other hand, he could still get to the core of the Sky Ripper, even if he couldn't get the whole thing. It must have great power. To make the Sky Ripper, the Transcendent Emperor had wrapped an armature around the eye of a god. Bernardo had already let that armature slip away to save Lupino's life. But even its core, the eye torn from a god, surely they could fashion a great weapon from that. The core of the Sky Ripper? Lupino's excited. That's an actual thing that we could just go and get. He'll be busy. He sure had. Bernardo told him all the things he'd been up to. Soon they got to talking about old times, about wages they'd won and lost, and scrapes they'd barely got out of. It was good to be back with his friend. True, the core was capable of terrible, uncontrollable destruction. But this time, he was sure it would work great. It's beautiful here, thought Bernardo. He was thrilled to be back with his old war buddy. He'd missed the mad rabbit, but something was not quite right. The new pathway made Bernardo curious. Caught the lead raven. Thank you, I think, said Bernardo. It never hurt to be polite. Much about... what was it again?
was something sour in the air. Like the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time. You almost never saw wild gogglers together like this. The toads had to train them not to peck each other to death. So these had to be imperial gogglers. That meant ravens were up ahead. Hoped his hook didn't break. Renato felt wrong all over. He could feel an almost palpable sickness in the air. And if the land could have tumors, they would look like these monstrous crystals. The forest was quieter than it had been. There were insects, but few birds, if you didn't count the ravens. Renato smelled sick animals and dying ones. No healthy ones. Getting a bad feeling about this, Renato thought. Maybe Lupino was right. Maybe they should have kidnapped Zenobia instead of coming here. This couldn't be good for global warming. Shy. As he held the radiant icosahedron, Renato felt queasy, like dozens of tiny worms were nibbling his insides. It wasn't healthy to be so close to the eye of a god. How could he use it? He could take it to the observatory. The scientists there could tell him how to harness its ancient power. But honestly, Renato ached to get away from it. He brought the core back with him to the Farfarer. But honestly, Renato ached to be rid of it. Tell you what, said Lupino. I'll take it to the observatory. You attack the Imperial Outpost. The Imperial Outpost was a vital communications node. Taking it could shatter the Empire's ability to coordinate. And it would be full of secret plans and maps and maybe even rebel prisoners. It was a good target for a hero like Renato. But what if Lupino lost the core to the Empire? That could be a good thing, couldn't it? Was Renato ready to take that risk? Maybe it was better if he brought the core to the scientists himself. Trust me, Renato, you won't regret this. I'll treat the core like it was my own baby daughter. As the Farfarer dived towards the Nexus, Lupino was jumping up and down with excitement. Stop rabbiting around, Renato said. Lupino just stared at him. The moment the ship landed, Lupino leapt off the ship. As Lupino vanished into the wilds of the Nexus, Renato vaguely remembered Lupino had a baby daughter, didn't he? And he told her mother he was going out to get some Easter eggs, and he'd never come back. But Renato was relieved not to carry the core anymore. He was already feeling better. And who knows, maybe this time Lupino would get it right. And if Renato could take the outpost, he'd have access to all the Empire's communications in the sector. Right? Sometimes, Renato really hated inanimate objects. That's my order, thought Renato. He was such a wit. There was an inscription on the platform. Balaleka lessons, with an address. Renato caught his breath. His joints still hurt, but he couldn't feel the poison in his system anymore. He'd let the armature slip out of his hands to save his friend Lupino. Of course he had to let Lupino take the core. The rebellion needed every man doing his duty. And the rabbit would be no good taking on an Imperial outpost, right? Renato had rescued Lupino because he was an old friend. And then he'd sent him off with the poisonous core. And he'd probably bungled the mission, too. What had they been thinking? That he'd have a romp in the Imperial outpost? Renato took the outpost with a song in his heart. Soon, he was stuffing his sack with key messages from and to the fleet. Then the Far Speaker Toad chortled a new message. The observatory had been sacked by ravens. Lapino and all the scientists had been taken to the mountains. Why? Why had he trusted Lapino again? And now the Empire had the core. Bernardo hailed the rebel base to warn them. But their far speaker didn't crouch back. Was the base under attack too? Who knew what was going on at the base? But he knew what the Ravens would do to Lapino if Bernardo didn't rescue him fast. What are all friends for, if not to need rescuing every few days?
How's it going, Anderson? How's it going? Sure. We just finished this little storyline I'm doing right now.
Twinge of doubt. Should he have gone to the base?
Okay.
No. Logically, wherever they'd taken Lapino was probably where they took the core, right? Oh, why couldn't Lapino have just, for once, not got himself captured? Was that too much to ask? He shouldn't be too hard on
So who else is gonna be joining us?
and he
Like,
was
other than your friend?
brave. You have to admire that.
Who else is gonna join other than your friend?
There had to be something useful in these things, didn't there?
Hmm. Ah. Oh god, no. Yep. Oh, I'm actually really low. Need to fight it. Oh, god. Okay, gotta heal, gotta heal, gotta heal.
Where were they holding Lapino anyway? There was no sign of him or the Ravens who'd captured him. Just rocks and snow and the usual scouts. No sign of the core either. Was this a wild rabbit chase? Oh, trust Lapino to screw up even getting captured. But what was this rebellion for anyway? Well, Lapino was a useless goof,
What?
but he was a friend. If friends didn't matter anymore, what was the point of winning this war?
Oh, you back away. Oh, did you hear that Doomfist might be put in the game? Doomfist, like a character like in New Bonnie, like on the defensive side. Well, apparently Doomfist might be put in the game as well. Terry Crews might be voicing him. You actually not know who? It's the Old Spice commercial guy, or the old one. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Doomfist. Yeah.
There was an engraving. Maximum capacity, 130 people.
Yeah. Ah, why do these missions get super difficult? No. Like, which has shield breaks, so I don't have to worry about wound mission.
Really wasn't making a dent in those shields.
Okay. I'm trying to get through this mission as fast as I can then. go through this chest. Yeah.
Once you try it, you're hooked.
So Puff might be joining us soon? Or no, you haven't gotten news from... Ah.
A lever? That was new. Most people still use doorknobs.
Oh, damn. I took damage, but that was actually pretty cool. Go get in the chain combo.
I wonder what happens if I go that way.
Chest. Nice, critical chance to 3. Energy on kill, okay.
Renato thought of the choices he had made so far. Rescuing a friend and then sending him to be captured. Recovering a super weapon and letting it fall into enemy hands. Risking an assault on an enemy base for military secrets. And then failing to deliver them to the rebellion. Well, he was alive, at least. At the end of the mountain path, Renato came to a clearing. It was a campfire. Raven feathers and... oh, Lupino's lucky deck of cards. Well, that wasn't good. Renato hoped Lupino would not try to cheat his captors at cards. Ravens were much better than weasels at counting, and they had a very poor sense of humor. Then, he saw what he had hoped never to see. Fresh scraps of rabbit fur. Ragged, bloody, Ravens would eat anything. By Crabthar's hammer! Renato screamed at the sky. I will avenge you! The rebels had assembled their fleet. Ahead, the clouds were dark with Imperial ships. If he could reach the Emperor before the rest of the rebels did, maybe he could settle this without too much bloodshed. He set sail, and the Farfarer shot forward.
And then it's so close to be finishing, and I'm still in it. I'm trying to finish as fast as I can. I'm at the final part of the quest. Yeah.
Poor
Yeah.
Lupino had never been a great warrior. The mad rabbit was good for a lark and a laugh. The point. The thought of ravens eating him made Renato furious. The way they were eating up the land. The way the Emperor was eating up the people with his new, bloodthirsty ways. He would make them all pay. What were these poles exactly? Parking meters from the time of the lost gods?
Made it out. Whoop.
Cool. Wish I could do that.
There we go. Then to finish this.
Portal go through another universe. If so, could the lost gods use one of them to return from exile? Oh, the thought made him shiver.
Open.
Renata remembered when the Emperor had first come to the throne. He visited universities and libraries. He used to invite scientists to dinner. What could have made that toad so afraid of death that he would risk bringing back the lost gods? Getting nowhere. Fast.
Oh god. Damn it. I'm trying to get through this like platforming section. I keep taking damage each time. There's like the last section for the boss fight and just got it. Woo. There we go.
The right jewel could really give you an edge. The wrong, well, it still looks pretty, didn't it?
Oh. Almost done. 3 more ships to go and a lot of enemies to deal with. Oh my god. Okay, well, let me counter. That game didn't let me counter. I'm so mad. Oh, I hate the card. Oh my god. There we go.
Every objective to save his friend. He had given up the armature, the core, the gem, even Zenobia. He loved Lapino, he realized. And now the rabbit was gone. A hero looks out for his friends, even when they're gone. He would send Lapino an honor guard of ravens to serve him in the halls of the Valiant. He would avenge him.
Doesn't they stop giving out health now?
Good thing Renato didn't have vertigo.
Oh my god. There you go. Now I'm about to die because I'm the lowest health possible. I can't take damage from that. Almost done. One last battle. Oh. Oh, trying to complete. I'll come back. Trying to play Overwatch with friend, so trying to complete the mission. There we go. What such a pain. Fucking does get difficult.
He reached the Emperor's ship, and there was Lapino, surrounded by ravens. He was alive. They'd eaten some other rabbit. I'll save you! He shouted with joy and flung himself at the ravens. Oh, you shouldn't have, said Lapino when the last raven was down. Renato threw his arms around his best friend. I had to come. I love you, man. You really, really shouldn't have, said Lapino. And Renato felt a rather sharp pain in his back. As he collapsed, Lapino took the dagger out of Renato's back and wiped it off on Renato's sleeve. Why? You always have to be the hero. Brave Renato, epic Renato, super sexy Renato, and I'm sick of it. But I loved you. And you thought I was the idiot, said Lapino as Renato died.
Wow, dude, why did his friend betray him, dude? That's stupid.
Another true thing. Lapino was a traitor. Renato had suspected there was something wrong with the mad rabbit. But now he knew there was malice behind his goofiness.
Oh. End it here. Oh, now we know. Never fucking save the rabbit, because he's an asshole. Alright, I'm gonna end the live stream here.
Half of this, you know.
Why? I mean, I got so many swords now, and I just need to upgrade them, and I just need a lot of ore. Other than that, I can't get it done. Anyways, I'm gonna end the broadcast.